Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to another BOTB judging reaction video. So I got my friend Romaldo and Sharam with me. How are you guys?
Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hello.
Okay, so obviously I was actually quite close, not very close, but quite close. So that means probably the judging has been good or something. We'll find out. I haven't watched the video yet, so we'll find out now. So before I do that, if you could give us some thumbs up, guys, that would be amazing. And a lot of people watching, that's amazing. Starting with Cologne, starts at me, it's coordinate. I'm not taking coordinates here. Abu Answer saying, I was so close this week, only a couple of coordinate away. That is amazing. Right, Christian Holmes saying, I think the fact there were only 5 judges made a huge difference to the outcome. Had there been 6 judges, the center of the ball would have been brought more in line with where the hot zone was. Okay, yeah, it would have been different. I didn't know if it's 5 judges, but we'll find out in a bit.
I think it would also depend on how far away they went from, because
Each
if
other.
it was only a little bit, I've only seen the final picture that you can see on the BOTB where your results are. But unless it's really far away, it's not going to move it that much because you see, because if well, it just depends. If they're all clumped together, it's not going to make much of a difference unless they've gone literally really far somewhere. So.
Yeah, my man Ronaldo's proper serious today. Yes, let's see what's going on.
Yeah,
but Roger, hey, is that Roger? Look at him.
No, I think it's someone trolling, but it's still pretty funny.
Oh man, Roger, my man, make my day.
He's obviously trolling because he doesn't use his glasses to choose his position, so that can't be the real reason.
Oh, come on, Roger, man. It's like I was meant to test this picture, but I lost my glasses. You don't need the glasses, Roger. You don't need it, bro. You don't need the glasses. You are good.
You're fine without them.
Just what I'm trying to say, just don't look at the picture after where you put your dot with your glasses on. That's the thing. You just need to forget about it, put a dot. That's it. Do you know what I mean? You just need to go a right direction because all the other judges are crap anyway. So you can bring a balance to the picture. So you just need to decide which area to go. So it's all the way to the right, all the way to the left, or up or down. That would bring the thing. So wherever when the other judges mess it up, you just need to pick. But obviously, unfortunately, you can't see when you put your dot that where they went. So you have to tell BOTB, listen, obviously I've lost my glasses. So please let me put my dot when everyone else put it. Let me have a look where they went. And then I will bring a balance to it. Oh, man. Okay, so many people watching. That's amazing. Okay, this video is not going to be very long, guys. Probably about 20 minutes or something. So let's quickly get into it. So starting with Christian's happy face, what we all desperate to see in real life.
Come on, Cam. We should start from the Wilton Kennedy.
Who's Kennedy?
Wilton.
Oh yeah, that's.
Wait, what's the name? I know it's Kennedy.
You thought that there's something Kennedy. Today is Wilton Kennedy. Anyway, it's gonna start now. So say come and there.
Thanks, Christian. My name is Alex Evans from Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that all the competition data has been passed to the auditors, Wilkins Kennedy. I would now like today's judges to introduce themselves and, using the secure link provided, mark on the screen where they think the centre of the ball should be. Then at the end, each judge will justify their position and the group will then come to a final panel decision. First up, Matt Cannon.
Good morning, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and I started my 45th playing season on Saturday.
Cam's here.
I'm Nigel Hicks. I'm a experienced.
Oh, sugar! I didn't even realize where he put his dot. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I have to just quickly watch it again.
It was pretty good.
I'm Nigel Hicks.
Very good place.
I'm a experienced Supply League referee for the best part of 30 years now, and also a football administrator.
Oh,
That's all right. It's also okay.
My name is Kieran Fitzgibbon.
Kieran, my man.
yeah,
I'm now a senior county referee.
He's
That's
usually
right.
extremely low, so let's see where he is this time. Oh, it's not too bad, actually, compared to usual.
Good morning.
First
My
time
name is
ever.
Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having been with Chelsea, Fulham, and Leyton Orient.
You should have stick to Chelsea.
bro.
Oh
My
my
name's
god.
Andy Braithwaite. I'm a football referee, mentor, and licensed observer.
There you go.
Oh,
That's the
beautiful.
one.
So
That's
this
the
isn't why
one.
why I
Oh,
wasn't in the hot
Please now
spot.
talk us through your decision.
Thanks, Alex. Yes, mine's the Red Cross. There's two players in shot. I believe the player in
If
red
they
and
took
white.
Andy off, I probably would have won.
If they took the top two off, I probably would have won because I had loads.
He's got a bit of a startled look on his face. He seems to be leaning back. I think he expects the ball to come to him. But part of the reason I think he's looking sort of so startled is the player in green and white is coming in, his legs upraised, his arms are up, and I think he's just about to come in and head the ball.
Can you guys hear properly?
And we've
The
got
sound. Okay.
good views of three eyes, and I've cross-referenced them and put the centre of the ball where my red cross is.
Thanks, Matt.
Banged on.
Nigel, please justify your position.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So, Matt, as Matt's already said, a slightly startled look on the face of the player in red, but I believe from his eyes, he's looking pretty much out at 90 degrees from the angle of his head. And the player in green with his arm raised appears to be jumping across and also looking up at a slight angle towards the ball as though he's going to come in and meet it first. So good views on the three eyes of the players involved, and that's why I put my green cross where I have.
Thanks, Nigel. Kieran, please talk us through your decision.
Thanks, Alex. Yes, we've got the two players in shot. I think the player in predominantly green is going to head the ball. He's on his way up to head the ball. He's got his eyes firmly focused on the ball as well, I think.
Kieran
The
always
player
has
in
to
red
be down, isn't it?
is definitely in an unusual position, not a natural position. He may have come running in and slipped forward, or he may
has
be
to be
stumbling
low all
backwards.
the
It's
time.
difficult to tell. But I do feel that he's got his eye on the ball as well. So I've taken the eye lines from both players, and that's why I placed my cross where the blue cross is.
Thanks, Kieran. Leo, please justify your position.
Yes, mine's the orange cross. There's two players in shot. I think the player in red is not going to get to the ball. I think he's looking up at the ball. I think the player in green, if you look at his body language, his knees off the ground, he's jumping, his arms are out, and I believe he's going to head the ball. Like my colleagues have said, that you get a good view of their eyes in this picture. And the player in green, he's looking slightly to his left, so that's why I decided to put my cross there. But also,
Oh, so there is
a
five
lot
judges
of
then.
judgment from the player in red.
Thanks, Leo. Andy,
You
please
don't have
talk
the
us through
usual
your
two,
decision.
the two that
Thanks,
like
Alex.
make it
Good morning.
way out.
I feel that the guy in red and white to the right-hand side of our picture, I feel that the ball is dropping into him. I think that with his arms out, he's steadying himself to either bring the ball down on his knee, chest, whatever, but he has come to a full stop, to a bit of a halt. The guy on the left-hand side in the green and white, I feel that by the angle of his knee coming in, he's jumping. I don't think to head the ball. I think he's jumping in to protect himself from the guy in red, or it's a bit of one of those challenges where
Protect
you're
himself.
protecting yourself.
He jumped to protect himself, not to head the ball. Is
That's
that
why
what
he's
you just said?
because he's about to karate kick him. He's like got a defensive position. He's like, "Come near me, you're gonna
What
get
the hell?
karate kicked."
What
He
the
is
hell?
focused on that ball, bro.
And
How-
bro, the high it is, do you think he's a ninja or something? He can jump as high? Bro, even Cristiano Ronaldo can jump as high to head the ball.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
He is looking at the ball intently, as both of them are, as agreed with their eyes. And I just believe that the centre of the ball is where my grey cross is, for the intersection of their two gazes.
Judges, please now come to a final panel decision. For your information, the larger white cross is the calculated average of the 5 individual selections.
Can you pause it for a second, please?
Yeah.
You know, he exactly said like you. Judges, can you justify your position?
Wait, go back. Go back. Did he say it like that? I didn't notice.
Can you say it and bring it back to that part? It's so funny, man.
Can you please justify the position? Let's see.
Some lines in from this guy's eyes. Fairly narrow spread from the guy in green.
To be honest, those lines, they look pretty good for what we do for a maximum, if you know what I mean. Although I don't really agree with the far top right one.
Yeah.
It does look like a
I'm also
decent
gonna draw a
maximum
couple
minimum.
more lines in
Yeah.
from the player
Yeah.
through the average today
Yes, that's actually makes sense.
in a different colour.
They usually say two
So
heads are
we've
better
got,
than one, but five
player
are
in
not
red.
better.
I
I
mean,
mean, six are not better than five.
Andy was the only player who thought the player in red was actually going to play the ball, and that the green
Camp.
player, if I remember rightly, is just he's knee up to protect himself.
Yeah.
And I think the rest of us think that this
The
player
others
double
in again.
Yeah, sure.
And looking intently.
The voice is coming
What I will
double.
say, looking at the photograph, is that the ball is obviously slightly in front of the green player. So our choice, although it's not badly spread, it's not out to the no one sort of way out, but the ball is in front of them. So I think the ball's coming into the player in green, or he's coming to meet the ball. So Andy, I mean, you've said this player you think is playing the ball, and he's looking up to here.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Nigel pointed out that when you're looking really with the eye, you're usually looking straight out from a 45-degree angle from your forehead. But you thought the ball was just dropping into him?
Well, I think so. Yeah. Judging by the way that his left arm is out, he's balanced himself, steadying himself, almost falling back, as somebody said earlier. And I just feel that he's waiting for the ball to drop down. The guy, to me, in the green and white had been coming in at a bit of pace. Probably thinks he can get the header in, but as you probably know, with those sort of tackles, you have got your eye on the ball, but you're also thinking, this guy's coming in like, I'm not looking at him, but I know he's going to come in for the challenge. And I just felt that his body language with his left knee up is one of those ones to try and protect himself from the incoming challenge. But as I said, basically, I just feel that they are both dead set on the ball. But yeah, it's.
Yeah. I mean, Leo, you I think pointed out that you thought, and I sort of agree with you, that the player in red is either slipped or he's sort of stopped and leaning back, i.e. he's, that the player in green is just about to take off and the player in red is sort of slipped in or misjudged, came to a grinding halt.
Yeah, exactly that, Matt. I think the player in red is. I don't think he's going to get to the ball. I think maybe he's waiting for the ball, but the ball's above him. But mainly from the player in green, my interpretation is I kind of feel he sort of ran onto the ball and now he's jumped.
Yeah.
And he's got movement towards the ball, whereas the other guy's kind of waiting.
Yeah. And Nigel, you're just the highest. You're sort of in line with me, just a little bit further away. And you two think the player in green's going to head the ball?
I do. I think I totally understand what Andy's saying, but I think if it's coming to the player in red, then I'm not too sure how the green's going to get there. He seems intent that he believes, the expression on his face is that he is going to meet the ball, but the flight would be more left to right as we look at it, the flight of the ball, if it was coming to the player in red, and I think it would be almost past him by now. But it's a good point that you make, Matt, about it. It's a very three-dimensional photograph. I think the ball's probably travelling like from us towards the players in that direction. That's how I see it. But the three-dimensional element does play in here.
Yeah, and Kieran, you're down there with me. If I put the magnifier on the top of yours, which would be the ball, you've got it slightly closer to the green player.
Yeah, well, I just feel that he's got his furrowed brow, his hands are sort of tight. He's sort of almost got his fists clenched, and on one side, and the other hand, and his knees off the ground. I don't think he's got much further to go to the ball. That's why I'm probably a little bit nearer to the green guy, but otherwise, generally agreeing with the rest of the guys. Yeah,
I mean, if I took Andy out, it just moves further down. And personally, I mean, we don't discuss this an awful lot, but if a choice is a bit further away than us, and we use the calculated average, if I magnify over the calculated average, it encompasses 3 of our choices on this competition, and then just clipping Andy and Nigel's. And I personally think that's more acceptable to me than if we removed Andy and then dropped it down into this area here. But what are your thoughts? I mean, if I just took a quick vote on leaving, for example, Andy in or not, I would suggest that he should stay. Nigel?
I would agree to stay. I think, to be honest, if you take Andy out, then probably you need to take me out as well.
Imagine if they took two of them off, would have been 3 only, and it would have been better.
Because I'm like millimeters further in as an outlier too. I think it's. I think the influence that Andy and my crosses have on it, isn't serious enough to skew it. I think it's a good place where it is in the average of all of us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know a lot of the players comment on removing players, but I do think it's important to note that where the calculated average is being used with,
they actually read the comments and listen.
The best choice, and I think this with the magnifier over the top is correct. Kieran, your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, my personal opinion is I think the green player's a little bit near the ball. But having said that, the player in red has got such an unnatural position that we can't really judge where the ball is in line. And he's certainly looking at the ball, but we can't say how close it is. And therefore, I think it's fair enough to leave Andy in. I think we can't sort of say for sure that it's closer to one player or the other.
Yeah, and Liam?
Yeah, no, I think Andy's cross very much makes sense with the player in red. I'm a little bit like Kieran that I think the guy in green is going to hit the ball, so that's why I put it a little bit closer. But no, I think Andy should stay in.
Yeah, I mean, also as Andy said, Andy's of a different opinion to the other 4 of us about what's happening in the shot, which is also important to say because it does influence possibly where his cross is. Okay, so if we're all in agreement, we will use the calculated average of our 5 choices.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Alex, we come to a panel decision that we'll take the calculated average of the 5 choices, and we're happy with that.
Great. Thanks, Matt. If everybody's happy, please click submit. Thank you, judges. The selected coordinates are 1188 549. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition.
Okay.
No, not bad. To be honest with you, it's okay. It makes sense, even though Andy's coordinate wasn't that, shouldn't be that high, and especially Nigel's coordinate as well, both of them. But to be honest with you, it's a good improvement. They will get there. They will get there slowly.
It's more judging like that is more predictable than it has been, where it's just all over the place. So it's not actually too bad. You might be able to predict something like that if they keep doing that.
One thing I noticed they improved was they actually put the coordination where they just draw the line. They wasn't like miles away from the eye line. But the other thing was Andy and the other one, Nigel, they might thinking about that player using trampoline to get to the ball. That's why they went quite higher up.
That is shred. But anyway, to be honest with you, it's all right. It's all right. The judging, I liked it. To be honest with you, if they carry on judging like this, I personally, just me, kind of give up spending time on BOTB, because knowing that what's the point spending all this time where they're gonna basically mess it up. But if we keep doing those kind of judging, then that's fine. And another good thing, they listen to us, everyone that comments and all that. Obviously, they can't really mention names, but it's all right. That's good.
We at least know that Matt listens. I don't know about the rest, but
one person has to mention in it. But 5 judging, it's not bad actually. That's not bad. It's good when it's close, but if it's really far away from each other, then it's gonna mess it up. Like that's what's gonna happen in this dream car picture, I think. So don't forget, we are doing a live stream for the new dream car picture on Thursday. So it's a bit late because I can't do it tomorrow. I'm afraid I've got work. So Thursday 2 p.m. Stay tuned for that. We'll do a video about it. Yes, Sharon, before you go, say.
Yeah, before we go, the only complaint I have, they need to bring in that lady back because she's saying it a lot better. Judges, can you submit your coordination? That was better.
I also think it's good with with the 5 judges rather than 6. I think 6 is just too many. Especially
5 is more than enough, man. If they keep all the coordinates, 5 is okay, man. 6, do you know what? 6 people can mess it up. Imagine that. Do you know what I mean? So that makes it a lot of difference. 5 is actually good. 5 is actually good. That's not a problem. All right, thanks all of you for watching, guys. And it was very nice to have a lot of people in the reaction video. I know a lot of you are going to watch it after. Let me know in the comment below. Was it a fair judging? Was it a good judging? Was it a bad judging? Let me know in the actual comment below. We'd like to know. And obviously, reaction video not necessarily means we take the piss out of judges. It was a good judging, so thank you. Thumbs up to judges. Oops.
Another thing though, don't forget to comment on the judging videos because it looks like they actually read them, the comments.
Make sure comment on the judging video saying it was a good judging. We're happy with it. Keep it to 5 judging and keep Hugh and other ones that mess it up. Keep them out. Those 5 judges are perfect. They're good. Give us a shout. Give Cam or Ronaldo Sharam a shout if you need any help with judging. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys on Thursday, probably tomorrow in blah blah show. I'm not too sure, but I'll let you know. But definitely Thursday 2 p.m. Dream car video coming out.